Hello, Aquarius. I just made a total ass out of myself in the Capricorn reading. I'm going to try my best not to do that with you guys. I hope y'all are doing good. I hope you're doing good. The nodes moving out of your sign, Mars moving out of your sign, and Jupiter coming into Sagittarius, which rules your natural 11th house. I love the Sagittarius-Aquarius connection. I really do. Your kind of innate sense of high-mindedness and creativity and individuality and freedom and adventure. You know, there's going to be a buoyancy effect. Okay, it's going to be great, and it's totally something worth looking forward to. And we get 2 cards of Aquarius coming out. Here you go. Well, starting off, we get the 8 of Swords right out of the gate. 8 of Swords reversed, which suggests that this kind of mental construct that you've concocted is starting to wane thin, okay? Starting to deplete. And all these thoughts, you know, all this stuff that you tell yourself, all this stuff that, you know, has been holding you back, all these fears, all these doubts, whatever, you know, it's like it's nothing anymore. It's just starting to dissolve right in front of you. Mars goes into your 2nd house, and you have this ability to focus on money. You have this ability to focus on the material world, the outside world, and you're going to step into this new sort of construct of like self-reliance, right? Self-reliance being, I mean, you are anyway, but 2nd house is all about self-respect, self-love, self-worth, self-possessiveness, all these beautiful things. And whatever has held you back no longer has a hold on you. Okay? Interesting that we're getting 2 cards of Aquarius. One is reversed. I question the faith that you have in yourself for some reason. I think it's just because it's still here. Like, yes, it's reversed, but it's still here. 8 of Swords. There still could be an adjustment period, especially with the Mercury retrograde. Just like, okay, I felt the shift, but still nothing has really changed. Still my life is kind of the same. Still there's all this stuff. And it's all this whole list of stuff that you're running through your mind. I get that. Totally fine. Just make sure that you are not withdrawing or isolating too much, because Mars in the 2nd house can be really homey, and that's fine. That's great. But it, you know, there is activity that is needing to be done in the outside world with people. Okay, Aquarius is an interesting quality because it has both the introversion and extroversion. Like a few of those signs have that, where they can like really flip back and forth, and in certain moments they want to be out and go doing things, and then other moments they're like in their whole like place, their whole other world. See, the star, also card of Aquarius, is this miracle card. It's one of healing. Again, a lot of stuff to heal from. We all have got it. Healing and raising consciousness. Connecting with what makes you, you. Connecting with the awareness. The star is about hopes and wishes and little miracles along the way. Just kind of like little breadcrumbs, little synchronicities that are kind of guiding you. You know, you guys see the number 1111 or 111 or 222, 333, whatever, like all these little master numbers that we see, those are signs. You know, you hear a song on the radio and then you go to lunch and your friend happens to be listening to it on their phone. Like, you know, all these kinds of weird little things that happen that are a little bit strange. They're not strange at all. They are guiding you in a very specific manner. And when you start seeing the magic of that stuff, you start feeling life flow through you, and you start feeling this ease, right? Like all of a sudden things become more easy because you're not trying to pin stuff down. You're not trying to put stuff into a box that matches your own box. You've decided that that box no longer serves. You turn it upside down, you let everything go, and all of a sudden life is like, oh, here's space, let me fill it. Whoosh, and then it starts to whoosh through you. Okay, what else? We'll clarify the King of Swords and the Eight of Swords reversed in the comprehensive. Two of Swords. What is with all the swords? Y'all are in your head. I remember the reading last month, though. I remember trying to do the reading last month. It was a chore. Your minds were very busy, thinking a lot about stuff, probably feeling the effects of the nodes, like moving at those last degrees, right? I always say the last degrees are always like really intense. And now it's about finding and establishing some level of peace. Do you know what peace gives you? It gives you everything you wanted. All of a sudden, there is no such thing as a decision anymore. All of a sudden, there is only guidance. And whatever that sensation of that feeling of the weight of the decision on your shoulders or on your chest there, feeling that tightness, it all just kind of relieves itself. And all of a sudden, you are okay with everything just the way it is. There is no need for the next thing. There is no need for change. There is no need for whatever. And all of a sudden, when you don't need stuff, that's when the stuff comes in. How is that possible? You know, that's what magic is. That's what they call magic, right? Alchemy. Law of attraction, manifestation. I'm going to talk about this with every sign. Sorry if you've watched multiple signs, but seriously, with Mars in Pisces and Mercury doing his Neptune thing, manifestation is really hot and heavy right now. So you have to be careful about what you're emitting into the universe because it's listening. It's listening. Manifest responsibly. Page of Coins. Here is a gift. Here is an open door. What is this? Sermon on the Mount. Is that what that is? Ask and it shall be given. Seek and ye shall find. Knock and it shall be opened unto you. Here's the doorway. Here. Whether it's love that you want, whether it's a job that you want, a sense of freedom, whether it's a shift in your home environment, whatever it is. You know, I see this often as an increase, right? So like if you want more money, this would be an increase in money. It could be a friend that you've been wanting to hear from. It could be someone new. Okay, Mercury retrograde does have a tendency to bring people out of the woodwork. All right, this is a Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus energy, someone very earthy. It's kind of, honestly, if I'm being honest, it's rare when an earth sign reaches out to you. Is that not true? Like, it's rare when an earth person is like, oh, I want to reach out to my friends and I want to connect with them, you know, because they're always so kind of in their own little world, you know, and they're always so busy and they always have stuff going on. And, you know, so it's something. It's something. That's all. We'll clarify it too. What else? Three of Cups reversed. Because you're still kind of in this reversed state, I would really recommend being extremely choosy. This is a little bit fragile, okay? This whole new, like, oh, life is flowing through me. Oh, I just manifested something. All that stuff, it's new, it's fresh. If you're not an experienced alchemist, it's new. You're learning this process. And the Three of Cups, like now, it's really time for us to alleviate our toxic relationships and our toxic habits. Three of Cups can sometimes be an overindulgence. Drinking, any kind of substance abuse, caffeine even included in that as well. Any kind of overindulgence of whatever, even if it's just social media, you know, or reading too much, guilty. Not that reading's bad, but is it preventing you from making human connections? Real, good, high quality human connections, not just any connections, you know. Look at your circle. This is a card, Aquarius, friends. That's your archetype. That's part of your MO, right? Who are your friends? Are they good for you? Are they bad for you? Do they pull you up? Do they pull you down? What is their role in your life? I have a feeling that you are going to be, you know, maybe even question like, okay, well, here's a new kind of friend or a new kind of romance. And here's all the kind of ways I used to do it before. And you may be feeling torn between what's comfortable and what's healthy. Maybe some of you, what's comfortable versus what's healthy. Venus showed us a lot. It is very important for you guys who don't watch my weekly bump. For those of you who don't watch my weekly bump, it is so important for us to reflect back on what this Venus retrograde meant for us, what it taught us, what it showed us, because she held the mirror up and it was unavoidable. We were forced to learn the things we didn't want to learn. And it's what we do with those lessons that now kind of shapes our future. It's a big deal. Jupiter coming home after 12 years. You think about the last 12 years and you tell me about the roller coaster. Just tell me. Like, I know. I've been on that roller coaster too, man. And, you know, it's now to choose the higher vibration that you've been brought up to, or you can choose to go back down. You know, I often say that this is a card of like, okay, the party's over. It's time to get serious about life. It's time to get serious about taking yourself seriously. Mars in the second house. Take yourself seriously. And Aquarius has so much potential. Like some of the most successful people I know, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, right? These four signs, like the powerhouses of the zodiac, that just kind of live up to all, like they just have that, it's just built in. They're just wired for that. And now it's time for you to step up to whatever your next level is. I don't care what that level is, but it's time for you to step up to that next level. Okay? And yeah, party's over. What else? Not to be all this Debbie Downer. Okay, High Priestess. Yes. You know, Venus is still doing her thing. And she's in your 10th house. You know, well, she's in Libra, making her way back into your 10th house. So 10th house activity is legit. You know, it's cardinal. It's powerful. Four of Swords reversed. And the Ace of Swords. Okay, a lot of mental activity still. Mercury retrograde. Okay, I get it. In your house. You know, she's the gatekeeper. She's the one that helps to bridge the gap between the unconscious and the conscious, or the subconscious and the conscious, rather. She does communicate with your superconscious, or supraconscious, right? Your higher self. Subconscious is the stuff that backs you. The conscious is what drives you. And your superconscious is what like inspires you. Can we say it that way? That's probably a little bit generic and people may have something to say about that. But you know, in general, that's kind of what that is. So here she is pulling things from that subconscious arena, putting it into the conscious driver's seat so that you can use that information to your benefit. She's here to help you. She's a guide, okay? She's an angel, right? And she is neutral in this. She says, here's the stuff. Here's what you need. It's time for you to use it. And you can choose to use it or not. It's time for Aquarius to breathe. I feel like you've been feeling suffocated for quite a while. And it's time to like finally have that stress off of you and to finally feel like life goes easy. Like, let's go, let's get it done. And Four of Swords reversed, it's always a recommendation to meditate because it will help that subconscious to conscious easier, right? It will help it surface easier. And it will help it to be more comprehensible. You'll understand it better. But if you don't take time for meditation, if you don't take time for ejecting yourself and really, and I know I just said, well, being extroverted versus being introverted. Well, meditation is always important. You know, I try to meditate once a day personally. So, you know, whether you're introvert or extrovert, it's still important. And it is going to be needed, you know. May be hard with the Mercury retrograde, right? It may be hard for that true kind of thing to click, for that stillness to come, for that, you know, being able to really empty out the mind or to really sit back and do the observing of the thoughts. It may be a little bit tricky, but it's still worth trying. It's still worth doing because that stuff is there and it needs you to hear it. It needs you to understand. And we get the Ace of Swords. You know, I love the purple in this card because the purple represents the combination of blue and red, left brain, right brain, masculine, feminine, and also the black and white, conscious, subconscious. So here's the understanding. You are sending new signals out into the infinite universe right now. When we have this moment of clarity, when we have this whole thing flip, this whole script just completely turn upside down, and we become humbled. Yes, humbled. Maybe that's what this reversal is. Humility to a whole degree that you weren't expecting. We all got hit. Don't worry. You're not the only ones. Depends on how you handle it though, you know, because sometimes you can, not you, Aquarius, but anyone can be really unnerved and start taking it out on people in a negative way. And clearly that's not what we want for anybody. Of course, we don't want that. We want mature manifestation of that learning experience that just occurred. So here we are flipping the script. And once we flip that script, everything, the whole game changes. The whole game changes. This is, I have a feeling in the comprehensive reading, I may be wrong, but I have a feeling this is going to come out quite intense. There's more to it than just like, oh, here's a message. There's stuff backing this up. I've been doing like little preview cards for the comprehensive. I just intuitively did it for Sagittarius, so I was like, oh, maybe I'll do it for every sign. So before I turn the camera off, I'll pull some of the cards that we'll talk about in the comprehensive, just so you can see, and I'll do that for the page of coins there. Okay, we got a whole bunch coming out. Not a whole bunch, we got 4, felt like more. For the final cards, this is what we got. 7 of Swords, 10 of Cups, Knight of Swords, and the 2 of Pentacles. 2's connecting here, being ruled by the High Priestess, right? High Priestess also has a lot to do with balance. The number 2 is very feminine. It's very creative. It's very curvy. It's very unpredictable. And you cannot really quite determine what's going to come of it either. So this one is a card of balance, but sometimes, you know, balancing multiple facets of our personality, right? It's time for us to get to our true authentic self. It's time for us to stop pretending in any way, shape, or form and just be, you know, just be. I don't really like the surrounding nature of the 7 of Swords, Knight of Swords, running away from the 10 of Cups. There's like this dipping the toe in the water, maybe with the star, right? Dipping her toe into the water. trying to see, maybe you're testing the manifestation, right? You're testing your capabilities. Well, you're going to manifest it in some way, shape, or form. It's going to happen, even if it's just like manifesting the first step. It might not be the whole end result, but the first step. And then you're going to be like, oh, damn, that actually works. Holy cow, I really am powerful. Holy cow, I did create that. And then you're going to be like, wait, is that really what I want? You know, and you may be kind of sending out these sort of mixed signals to and from the universe there, which can be, you know, detrimental to your progress. So it's important for you to continue to power through, not to run away. Not to run away from the Ten of Cups. Not to look away from the Ten of Cups. But to say thank you for the Ten of Cups. Okay, so we'll look at the Seven of Swords in the comprehensive for sure, and the Knight of Swords. Let's go ahead, and I'll just go ahead and do this. Let me readjust here. This is not the perfect way to do it, but it's all right. It'll work. It's been working okay. So, okay, here are the cards. A keyboard there. So let's just see what comes out, yeah? I told you we would do the Page of Pentacles. I want to do him first. Okay, yeah, there's stuff there. Not as big as I was thinking, but still stuff. There's someone back there, a version of you, still kind of looking in the opposite direction. There's still mixed signals coming in through from that. And I think that may be coming from your reversal as well, right? Obviously, you're in a transition period, you know. I was looking at the Seven of Swords, by the way. Sorry, I didn't really clarify that. Seven of Swords, we get the Hanged Man, the Knight of Cups, and the Ace of Swords, we get the Five of Wands, Three of Coins. So here we have some cards. I'll still pull some from that. Knight of Swords will do as well. And we'll go more into it, all right? We'll go into it. We'll talk about it. We'll see what else is going on. Hi. If I can fix that there. What's going on? I don't know what's going on. You're just going to get, there we go. All right, that's fine. So yeah, if you guys want to join me, I started another channel too, FYI. I'll put the link down below for you guys to check it out. Reading books, a little video diary of a lot of things that I'm doing. I'm really trying to just practice what I preach, and I'm going to just be documenting my experience. I talk all about surrender and manifesting, but like, what good is someone if they're not actually doing it, right? So all of these things that I talk about, I'm actually really putting into practice. So yeah, thank you guys so much for being here. I hope to see you on the comprehensives. Please be sure to check out your annual reading, and that's it. All right, thank you guys so much. Take care.